Hi guys, Lauren here, and this is going to be a little bit of a different video. This is not a video I thought I would ever have the guts to film, but I'm doing it, and this is odd for me because I've never told anyone this story really in person. Like, I don't think anyone knows this about me. And to say the least, it will be a kind of sad story, and I'm not trying to like say this for like pity or anything like that, but I just have been thinking about this, and I've never had the guts to tell anyone about this in real life, so I'm telling you guys about it. And that is the story of how I had a second chance to live. So, around, I think I was 12 at this time, and it was, well, I remember the day. It was June 3rd, 2014. And that was the day I tried to kill myself. And I'm not saying this for pity or anything like that. It's nearing the 1 year since my cousin's been gone. And I kind of want to tell you guys about this, to tell you guys, like, if you're going through this, I've been through it, I understand everything that you're going through. I promise that everything gets better, because 2 years ago, if you told me, Lauren, you'll be doing YouTube, you'll be so happy, I would have never believed you. I would have said that's a lie, I'm never going to be happy. But I'm telling you guys this story and saying that it's almost 2 years later and I'm here and I'm happy. Well, kind of. My mental health has always been a struggle for me. I've had anxiety ever since I was little. It wasn't diagnosed till 2 years ago. So I have depression, social anxiety, generalized anxiety, and OCD. So I have 4 things, which I know that's a lot to jam into my brain. So I remember it was the day after my dance recital, and I remember I was kind of going through a lot that year. My life started heading downhill. I was in grade 6 at that point. And I remember my life just completely going from here to down here. Like, it was like deteriorating so fast. I didn't want to live. I wanted to die. I thought I was worthless. I thought I was really sad at that point in my life. Okay, sorry about that. I had 0 minutes. And everything was going downhill from there, and I didn't tell anybody about it. I didn't tell anyone, hey, I'm sad. I don't like this. I can't talk. I'm scared all the time. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I shake. And I didn't tell anyone about it, which, first of all, was my biggest mistake. If you're going through something like this, you have to tell someone, and you'll get help sooner than later. Like, I could have gotten help way before, but just because of my anxiety, I was not able to tell anyone about it. I was just here alone with my mind by myself. I wasn't feeling well, and my mom left for work, and I was supposed to be at school that day, and I remember I stayed home from school, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't want to live. I'm not worth it. I need to get out of this world. So I overdosed on pills, and luckily my mom came home, and there were pills everywhere because I was getting a little woozy, and she called 911, obviously, and she was like, I remember I was freaking out because I was so woozy on pills. I was screaming at her to let me die. I was saying, Mom, let me die. I cannot do this anymore. Please don't call them. Please tell them they don't need to come. I need to die. And it was terrible. I remember how much pain I was in. Everything was kind of moving slower. I was so woozy because I could feel like I felt like I was like on the brink of death. Like, I felt terrible. So long story short, the ambulance came and they took me to the hospital, and I remember being there, and if you guys don't know this, they don't pump your stomach. If you took something and it's not that long ago, they make you drink activated charcoal, so it's a black substance, and that is why I cannot drink out of like containers that have like a closed lid with a straw. It's because I get the taste of charcoal in my mouth, because they said either you drink it or we're putting a garden hose down your nose and putting that in your stomach. And I drank it, obviously. I remember the cops wouldn't give me water. It was terrible. And after that, they took me to Oakville Fall. Whoops, I just completely blurted. They took me to a hospital. A different hospital transferred me where they have a psychiatric unit. And yeah, so they took me there, and they were talking to me. They were saying, like, they were asking me a bunch of questions. Of course, my anxiety, I didn't answer. I couldn't answer. I was terrified to answer any questions. I felt so bad. I felt like I was worthless. I felt like I should have died, but I didn't. I was given a second chance. And I remember going there, and then they admitted me into the psych ward. And I know some of you are thinking, like, it's so creepy, like everyone there is like nuts. Like, no, we're not nuts there. I promise you we're not nuts there. But yeah, so that was just a quick, short story time. I spent 2 weeks in the hospital in the psychiatric unit. They fixed me, they gave me therapy, I was okay, and since then I have been back one other time to the psychiatric unit. a year after June 3rd, 2014, and yeah. I didn't think I would make this video. I'm sorry it was quick and short. I just didn't want to over talk about this, and this was all I could get out to you guys. So I'm sorry if this is a sad video. I will see you guys sometime later next week. Bye! If you want to hear more about this, you just comment down below and I'll tell you guys.